Hello, this is Casey with the My Moose app, and today I'm going to be walking you through the admin dashboard. So this is where if you as an admin for your lodge want to manage any of the content, send push notifications out, add your calendar, add any newsletters, you would go to the admin dashboard. Now, the first screen that you'll see when you first access the admin dashboard is this login page, and you'll use the same email and password that you used when you registered for the app. So I've already got my credentials entered in here, and I'm going to go ahead and click Login. So the first page you'll see is this clients page, and more than likely you'll only see one lodge in this list. And I've gone ahead and created an example lodge here for us to run through for this demo. So on this, to actually access the dashboard, you just click the little three-dot menu on the right-hand side, and then click Dashboard. This will take you to the overview page. On the overview page, you'll be able to view a few things. In the top right hand side, you'll be able to see how many new users that you're gaining month over month. Below that, there's a box that says total active users. And so that'll track how many members have your lodge set as their primary lodge within the app. Total visited users is going to track how many members have actually visited your lodge page on the app. So if there's members that are checking out different lodges or they're traveling, you'll be able to track that number there. On the right hand side, there's a box that says average notification open rate. So as you start sending out push notifications, you'll see this percentage change so that you can track and see how well your notifications are doing. Below that, there's a box that says active users. And so this will list out all of the users that are currently active in your lodge. You'll be able to see their name, email, how many reward points they have. And then if you click this three-dot menu here, you can either reset their password by sending them a password reset email, or click edit to modify any of their reward points. Below that, there's a box that says push notification engagement, and this will list out every notification that you send out, and you'll be able to track opens for each one. So the next page I'm going to go to is the lodge settings page, and from here you'll be able to do a few things. So you can obviously change your lodge title here, so this is what members can search for when they're looking for their active lodge in the app. Below that, there's a box that says app icon, and right now this is just the default blue My Moose logo. But if your lodge had your own logo and you wanted to change that, you could upload that here. So to show you in the app where this is located, I've got a preview pulled up here. So this is that blue My Moose logo at the top, and if you wanted to replace that, you would just upload it here. You can also change the location image, which is this. Right now it's this default blue My Moose picture. But if you wanted to make it, let's say, a picture of your lodge, you could upload that here. So you would just click add image, and you could upload one from your computer, or if you had one selected in your library, you could select that there. At the top, there's another tab that says users and permissions. So from here, this will give you the ability to add additional admins to have access to this admin dashboard. To do that, you just click the add member button in the top right hand side, and then you can either search for their name, or if you had their email address, you could search that there. You'd select them from the list, and then you would assign them either the role of owner or editor. Now that's it for the lodge settings page. The next one I'm going to go to is the notifications page. So this is where you'll schedule and send out those push notifications that appear on your members' lock screen, and they'll be able to open those up and view the entire message within the app. To create a new notification, you just click the blue new notification box in the top right hand side, and then a pop-up will appear where you're able to add a title for your notification, the date and time that you want that notification to go out. You can also attach a link, so if you had a link to purchase tickets for something or pay dues or just a link with more resources, you can put that in here. You can also upload an image and attach that, and members will see that when they open up the notification. And then you can add your message there below in the notification message box. Now once you're finished, you click add, and that will add the notification to the list. Now before it gets sent out, it'll have a status of pending, and that will change to delivered once it reaches the time that it's scheduled to be sent out. While it still is pending, you can click this little three-dot menu right here and click edit. And then you can go back and change any of the notification details that you'd like. So I'll just go ahead and change the time here, and then click update, and that will update the notification. You can also go back and delete the notification before it gets sent out if you wanted to cancel it, and that will remove it from the list. Now the next page I'm going to go to is the events page. So this is where you'll add your lodge events and anything that's going on at your lodge so members can open up the app and see what's happening. In the top left hand side, you'll see we already have a default calendar created for Maine, but you can add as many calendars as you'd like by clicking this little plus icon, and then a pop-up will appear where you're able to give it a title. So I'm going to create one as an example called Kitchen Specials. You give it a color code and click add. And now that's available for you to assign events to. To add an event, you can either click the blue New Event button in the top right hand side, or just click on the day that you want the event to be on. Then you'll see a pop-up appear where you're able to add your event title. You can add a description, and it is multi-line, so if you had a lot of information for a particular event, you can add that. You can also add a link. So if there's a link to purchase tickets for something or register for the event, you can put that in here. Below that, there's a toggle for sending an event notification. So if you wanted to send out a reminder for an event or just a notification giving you an update about particular details of that event, you could schedule that here by selecting the date and time and then adding your message. And then once you add your event, it'll automatically schedule it. Below that, there's also a toggle that says sign up sessions. So the way this works is it's intended to be if you need volunteers for an event, as an example. You can create different time slots for those volunteers to sign up, and it is one person per sign up slot. So when they view the event in the app, they'll be able to see the sign up slots that are available. They can click sign up, and then it'll assign their name to it. I'll show you how that works in a second after I get this event added. Below that, there's a box where you can also attach a featured image. So if you had a graphic or something you wanted to use or assign to a particular event, you could put that there. And then you can schedule the date and time you want the event to be on. We do have repeating options for daily, weekly, monthly, the first and second weekday of each month, and the first weekday of each month, and yearly events. And then the last box that says calendars is where you assign which calendar you want it to be on. And then when you're finished, you click add, and then it will get added to the calendar. Now in the app itself, I'm going to go to the Lodge's homepage here, and you'll see we already have a section for upcoming events. And you'll see that event there with that image that we uploaded, the title, description, date, and time. And if I click on it, I can view all the details here. I can add it to my calendar, and you'll also see these sign up sessions. So I'm going to go ahead and click sign up here. You'll see my name automatically gets assigned to that sign up session there. And if I view the event in the admin dashboard, you'll see my name next to that time slot as well. The other place you can view events, other than the section that we've already created on the home page, is the calendar page. And so you'll see on the fourth here, we already have this event title right here. And you can click on it and view the same event details. The next page I'm going to go to is the content page. So this is where you'll add things like news and updates and announcements. You can also upload PDFs. So if you had your newsletter or flyers for something, you can upload that here. You can also link to websites. So if you want to add a link to your lodge website or just another resource, you could also put that in here. To create a new piece of content, you'll click the new item button in the top right hand side, and then a pop-up will appear where you'll give it a title. So I'm just going to call this Maine newsletter as an example. Click add, and you'll see this added to the list. To actually add the content, you'll click the three-dot menu on the right-hand side and then click edit, and this will bring you to the content editor. Now, the first thing you'll see is this blue plus sign, and if I hover over it, a menu appears where I'm able to add things like a title, a paragraph, an image, which also gets used as the featured image for the content, and then I can also add a PDF. I can also rearrange any of these boxes and reorder them in any way I'd like. So when I open up that content in the app or this newsletter in the app, it will display them in the order that you see here. So I'll go ahead and I'll add an image here. I'll give this a title and call it Maine newsletter. In the paragraph box, I'll say click the PDF below. View this month's newsletter. And this paragraph box also is a full text editor, so you can do things like changing the size, You can also change the color of the text, and you can also add a highlight color. And then in the PDF box, I'll click Add File. In the top right, you'll see a button that says Upload, and I can either drag the file right here or select it here and select it from my computer. I'll click Open, Upload Media. And once it's finished uploading, I'll click File Library. You'll see it in the file library here, so I'll select it and then click Save. And then now that PDF is attached to this content. On the right hand side, there's two boxes. The first one says Content Categories. So the way this works is it gives you the ability to categorize different pieces of content to help organize it and display it in different sections. So the two ones that we have created right now are News and Resources. So I'm going to assign this to News. And I can manage these content categories under the Content Categories page underneath Content on the left-hand side. I'm going to go ahead and click Save. Now instead, if I didn't want to go through and add a title and a paragraph and upload a newsletter, and I just wanted to link this to a website, let's say your paid dues link, or just your own personal website or social media profiles, I could put that URL in here. And then when a member clicks on it, it'll open up that link within the app. But first, before I do that, let me go ahead and show you what this piece of content looks like in the app. So you'll see we've already created a section for that news category on the home page. You'll see it says May Newsletter. It has that title right there. And if I click on it, you'll see the picture. I can click on this to view the full picture. You'll see the title. You'll see the text that I've added. And if I click on this PDF, I'll be able to go through and view the PDF here. Now let me go ahead and put that link in there so you can see what that looks like. So I'll go and click Save. I'll go back. And now when I click on May Newsletter, it's going to open up the browser in the app and go to the link that I put in that box. Next, I'm going to take you to the Pages section. So this will list out the 4 pages that you're allowed to have in the MyMoose app. So right now we have the Home, Calendar, Rewards, and Location page. And the main pages you'll be editing are the home page, and that's where you can control the layout. Now to control the layout for any of these pages, all I have to do is click the little 3-dot menu and click Edit, and this will take you to the layout editor. So you'll see on this home page here, we have the components listed that you see on the app itself. So on the home page here, you'll see we have the lodge title at the top, this local weather widget, a section for upcoming events, news, and resources. To modify the settings for any of these, all I have to do is click the gear icon, and this will take me to the component settings for that specific component. So for this lodge title, I can change this text. I'll click Save. And now when I go to the top, you'll see it says I changed the lodge title. So it's showing what I changed here on those settings. The way these event carousels work and the item carousels, if I click the gear icon next to those, you'll see in the bottom right hand side there's a box that says calendars. So the way it works is right now it's assigned to the main calendar. So this carousel is going to automatically pull in any event that I add and assign to the main calendar. I can also add the kitchen specials calendar or any other calendars that I've created, so it can pull in all of those events into here, or I can just leave it just the single one. And I can add multiple carousels and assign them to different calendars on the home page. The same thing works for these item carousels. So if I click the gear icon next to the news carousel, you'll see in the bottom right hand side it says content categories. And right now it's assigned to the news category. So it's going to pull anything that I add on the content page and assign to the news category. So you'll see right now it's pulling that May newsletter that I created as an example. Now I can add multiple components here. So let's say if I wanted to add a new carousel for the kitchen specials, I would just go down here and click Add Component. And a pop-up will appear with all of the different components that I'm able to add. The main ones you'll be working with are under Layout and Design. So we have these event carousel and event lists. So that's anything to do with the events and calendar page. The item carousels and item lists have anything to do with content. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add Component on the event carousel. and you'll see it adds it on the bottom, and right now it says Untitled Component. So if I click in here, I can give it a new title called Kitchen Specials. I can also drag and rearrange any of these components and reorder them however I'd like. I just need to click on the white space in between and then drag it in the order that I'd like. Now to get events to actually pull into this carousel, I'll click the gear icon. In the bottom right where it says calendars, I'll select the calendar that I want. And right now there aren't any events added in the Kitchen Specials calendar, but if there were, it would automatically pull in anything that I've already created. If I click save, you'll see now on the app, there's this Kitchen Specials section. Now the next piece I want to show you, I'm going to go back to Pages, and I want to show you how the rewards feature works. So on the Pages screen, I'm going to click the 3-dot menu next to the rewards page and click Edit. And you'll see there's this rewards component that says Loyalty tab page. So I'm going to click the gear icon. This will take you to the settings for the rewards. So the way members can earn points, they can either use their location, which would be tied to your lodge address. And if they are at that location, they'll click check in and they'll automatically earn a point. You can also print off and save this QR code right here, and the member can scan that with their phone within the app. There's a QR code scanner, and I'll show you that momentarily, and then they'll earn a point. They can only earn points by default every 12 hours, but if you go onto the settings here and change this check-in interval, let's say I'll change it to 24 hours, and then they'll only be able to earn a point every 24 hours. Now to actually create the rewards that they'll be able to earn, I'm going to click the rewards tab at the top here, and you'll see right now there isn't anything listed. So I'll go ahead and create a new reward by clicking the new blue button in the top right. And then a pop-up will appear where I'll give the reward a title. So I'll call this free drink as an example. You determine on the next box how many points they need to earn to actually redeem that reward. And I can also add an image. So if I had a graphic or something I wanted to associate with that on the rewards page, I could upload that here. And once I'm finished, I'll click add, and now that's available on the list. So now if I pull up the app and go to the rewards page, you'll see that free drink reward there, and I already have enough points to redeem it. So to redeem that reward, I'll click redeem, and then a pop-up will appear that says scan to redeem, and it has a QR code here. Now as an admin, to actually redeem this reward for the member, you will have this red scan reward button in the bottom right on the rewards page. Now if you have any admins or kitchen staff or bartenders that you would like to have this ability, all you need to do is add them in Lodge Settings under the Users and Permissions tab as an editor, and then they will have the ability to scan rewards for members. So a member will click redeem, they'll show this QR code to the admin, and then the admin will click scan reward, and then they'll just scan that QR code on the member's phone and will automatically deduct the points they need and redeem the reward. And to show you the check-in screen, you see the member will have the scanner to either scan that QR code, or if they want to use their location, they can click check-in and it'll make sure they're at your lodge's address and they'll earn a point. They can also view the history of how many rewards they've redeemed on the history tab. Now, the last page I'm going to show you is the navigation page. And the navigation page controls these 4 icons here on the bottom of your Lodge's app. So as I said before, you can currently have 4 pages on your Lodge's app. And the way it works is you can select an icon here. So for the home page, we have this home icon from the list. You give it a label, and then you assign which page you want that icon to go to. So right now it's assigned to the home page. And all of these are all set up so we have the home page, calendar page, rewards, and location pages. If I wanted to change any of those, I can just clear out. Let's say if I wanted to clear the location page, and clear that out, and I would just select what new page I want this icon to go to. I give it a label and assign it an icon, and then I'd click save, and then that would be available in the app for me to use. So that is a quick overview of the admin dashboard and how to manage content for your Lodge's app. I hope this video was useful to you. And as always, you can contact our support team if you have any questions or need help managing or adding any of the content. And you can find those details in the description of the video below. Thank you for using the MyMoose app, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.